This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Colorado Springs, Colorado, here on North Academy. We're at the Academy Frame Company. Since 1997, they have been providing custom framing for all of your art, memories, and memorabilia. I am here with the current owner, which is Kim Costello. Kim, thank you for joining us here today. Let's start off first of all. You took over the shop here in 2007. What got you involved in this industry initially?
I'm an artist, and I needed to go into a new career path, and it happened to fall into framing.
Wonderful. Were you actually one of the customers here?
No, I wasn't.
No. So were you new to the area of Colorado Springs?
No, I'm a native of Colorado Springs. I just happened to be on this end of town and came in and had an interview, and they let somebody go so they could hire me 3 days later.
As fate would have it, now you're here. Wonderful. Let me ask you, we take basically great lengths to basically choose our art, create our art, and so therefore it's probably suiting that we go ahead and frame it properly, display it, and protect it. Is that what you're finding?
Absolutely. And we love going ahead and making every piece of art unique in itself as a harmonious whole, so that it's just specifically for that creation. We do that.
Wonderful. The actual art of framing is almost kind of an art within itself. I mean, like you said, you're an artist, so that probably helps you in that process.
Yes, it does, very much.
Let's start off first of all with framing. What types of material do you guys offer as far as frames go? Are we talking metal, wood, a little bit of each?
A little bit of each. We have the largest selection of frame materials in southern Colorado. We carry 18 different manufacturers.
Wow, so you have a great variety to actually choose from. Is wood more popular in this part of the state, or is it more by where it's actually going to end up?
Wood is usually more popular, and it is more economical on the whole.
Let me ask you this. I notice, obviously, you have pretty much any selection you can think of. Is framing where people stop, or is matting something that basically seems to be pretty popular, and do you recommend matting for almost every piece out there?
We do a lot of matting, but we also do a lot of mounting and laminating, so that you don't always even need a frame, and you don't need to have matting and glass. We've got a whole specialized project that we do with that, which is great for any kind of posters or photography, particularly big things, maps that you don't necessarily need to put a frame on.
If you're an artist or possibly a client that comes through the door, you've got a great piece of work or maybe just a photograph that you love, are you able to help us walk through the process of actually putting these mats on there and deciding what really complements that piece?
Absolutely. We love it, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. We'll spend hours if it means to make you happy, and if they are needing to go ahead and take it home to see how it looks in their home, we send them home with samples.
Wow, wonderful. Let me ask you this. Obviously, I see around me some the basic rectangular mats, but do you also provide custom mats as well? Are there ovals and rectangles or everything I could think of?
Everything you can think of. We can even make stars.
Even stars, are these all done mechanically, by hand, or how does that happen?
A little bit of both. We do have somebody I outsource to that will do mechanically, but I've got a custom framer that can just about do anything by hand.
Wonderful. You said earlier that you mount a lot of things as well. Sometimes they don't even need a frame. What about glass? Are you basically able to customize the glass, cut the glass here as well?
Yes, we are. We can cut mostly oval and circle, and on occasion we've done some shapes in plexiglass. Not glass doesn't do as well when you're doing it by hand.
Speaking of the different materials of glass, are we talking about there's glare, non-glare? Do you have a little bit of each depending on what person's needs are?
Absolutely. We have the full spectrum of regular glass to ultraviolet protected glass to museum glass, and all of the plexiglasses and acrylics that go with that too.
Now, you mentioned earlier that a person can come in and then really take the time and frame something correctly, mat it correctly. Let's say I want to pop in quickly. Do you offer express frame services as well?
We have some. We have some of our remnant materials that we've made into ready-made sizes of frames, and if somebody comes in, we can go ahead and get it into a piece of frame with glass and everything and ready to go out the door, usually within an hour.
Wonderful. Obviously, framing, the most common approach is that of art, photographs, that type of thing. But quite honestly, I've seen some great work done as far as framing televisions or even computer monitors. Do you do that as well?
We do. We do provide frames of your choice for a computer or a television monitor.
Is that getting to be a little more popular now as people get bigger TVs in their homes, like flat screens?
We haven't gotten into a lot of it. We've done a couple.
A couple like that. What about mirrors? I mean, quite honestly, is a mirror really made? You can cut the mirror itself and then put whatever frame you want around it based on your atmosphere.
Absolutely. We do a lot of mirrors, a lot of bathroom mirrors, living room mirrors, hall mirrors, mirrors to go beside artwork. Well, you can cut and shape any kind.
Excellent. Not only do you basically frame the art, frame these memories, but also there are times when we have memorabilia. Maybe we've got a uniform or something like that was very important to us. Do you offer the shadow boxes as well?
We do all kinds of shadow boxes. We do a lot of military awards. We do flags. We've done ballet shoes. We just did what was found out of the Waldo Canyon fire. It was just a book that was the ashes. That's all that's left, and we just framed that for Father's Day.
Got to be kind of neat knowing you're framing up some things that basically you're going to be handing down from generation to generation. People are going to have for a long time.
Yes, absolutely. And we really take great pride in what we do and how careful we are with your prized possessions.
Excellent. Folks, take a look at the bottom of the screen. What you're going to see right there is the website. Basically, on the website, you're going to see a lot of the services that they offer. But you're also going to find out as well that they have events even posted there, because quite honestly, it's more than just a frame shop. You're talking about it's a true gallery, because as you walk in, you're going to see that not only do they have lots of art on the walls, but quite honestly, you guys have art on the ceilings. I mean, you have filled it up in such a way that basically it's kind of a fun place to walk into.
Yes, the ceiling art is area high school students, and we have an annual competition with that. And I supply the materials. It's 4-by-4 tiles, and then the teachers supply the art. The reason we do that is because all of our remnant material goes into the school system in Colorado Springs through the artists and the teachers. And we even won the ABE Award, which is the Art Business and Education Consortium Award for business support of the arts.
What a great way to give back to the community.
It is. This community is my life. I'm a native, and it's just very important.
I notice when I walk in here, I can't help but noticing the different types of art you have. Quite honestly, you've got everything from landscape to abstract, and then you've got a rock and roll corner over here that really caught my attention as I walked in. Is that a pretty popular spot?
It is, and I'm completely eclectic. So if anybody comes in and they want to give it a try and see if something will sell, we'll go ahead and give them a chance.
Wonderful. So quite honestly, anything to do with framing you can take care of, be it canvas stretching, you do all that as well. What about restoration or even possibly repair? Maybe something's been ruined like a frame. Can you kind of delve into that as well?
We do a lot of frame repair, a lot of broken glass replacement. We don't do as much as far as if you have a canvas from the 1800s that you need to be restored. There's some restoration people that will do that. We can patch a canvas, and I do have an artist that can touch up some things.
What about just art cleaning? Maybe people need it cleaned up.
A little bit. We can do some of that, yes.
Excellent. Folks, last time, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. Once again, what you're going to see is their website. And keep in mind, we're talking about custom framing down here. Quite honestly, dare to compare. You're going to see that their service is second to none. She's been doing it for many, many years. And basically, the shop's been here since '97. And it was just kind of a calling. You happened to walk in and decided this was something that tied in real nicely with you being an artist.
Absolutely. This is what I get to do for the rest of my life, and it's just wonderful.
Great. Thank you so much, Kim. Once again, that is the Academy Frame Company, where all your framing solutions come together. This is Gary Atencia with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.